Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the video. Hope everybody's having a good day. This is going to be my top 5 implementations I would like to see into Raid Shadow Legends. Recently Plarium has unveiled a couple of updates in terms of the AI overhaul, the arena fixes, everything like that, which is absolutely amazing stuff that we've been waiting for a very long time. So I just wanted to kind of go over 5 more changes I would like to see in the game, and if anyone from Plarium is seeing this, make sure you leave your comment down below. You know, make sure we get this information out there. Share the video with your friends if you think any of these ideas are good, all that good stuff. A couple callouts I want to make. My Discord link will be down in the description below, so if you'd like to join that, we have a Raid Shadow Legends chat that's going on. It's lighting up pretty much all day, every day now, so if you have questions or comments or anything like that, make sure to go ahead, join the Discord, get in the chat. You might learn something as well. Also make sure you go ahead and subscribe and like the video. I hate to call it out, but the YouTube algorithms are a little bit funky. I haven't uploaded in a while, so any help in the algorithm is going to mean a lot. And finally, if you guys would like to join my clan, the Raid Shadow Legends chat in my Discord will also have information on how to do that. It's going to be one of the pinned messages. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. Like I said, these are going to be my top 5 changes or implementations I would like to see. We're going to go ahead and hop right into number 5, which is going to be an in-game mercy counter. This is obviously going to be amazing for a couple reasons, because you can see when you're coming up on that legendary summon from like Void or Sacreds or whatever, right? So it's going to be super amazing to see that, and if you're like, hey, I don't want to risk getting my mercy right now, let's wait for a 10 times or a 2 times or that kind of thing, right? So there's a bit of a downside to this, which is people might not spend shards if they, or spend on shards if they know they're a long way from the mercy. But when it comes down to it, I think Plarium is going to have to make that compromise, because realistically, they are still earning plenty enough money from their big spenders. Those big spenders are going to continue to spend whether or not they're close to mercy, whereas kind of just the everyday guys like me want to see, you know, hey, where am I at, keep track of it, that kind of thing. You can always manually track it as well, right? So they're not really losing anything. It just makes the quality of life so much better for the average player. There were, of course, third-party programs that allowed you to actually track this kind of stuff, but those have all been kind of shut down now. Plarium wasn't a big fan of that. There was a whole controversy that surrounded it and everything like that, too. So I'd really love to see a mercy tracker in-game. It's actually kind of been in-game before with Countess Licks. When that whole event went on, you could open 150 Ancients, and then you would automatically get Countess Licks. It was just kind of like, you know, the mercy, right? So it's something they can implement quite easily. It's something that would definitely make everybody's life a lot easier. Let's check, is this a good piece here? Not really. Let's go ahead and sell that. So I'd definitely like to see that. I will be doing Dragon in the background just for something for you guys to watch while I do this. So we're going to go ahead and move on to the number 4 spot here, which is going to be an artifact optimizer in game. So a lot of you guys I know are going to be using the Hell Hades Artifact Optimizer, which is an absolutely phenomenal, amazing tool that everybody should be using. It's 100% free as well, which is even better. It would be amazing if Plarium implemented something like this directly into Raid. Something that would basically allow you to say, hey, I want 100% crit rate on this champion and 230 speed, right? And then it automatically finds the best artifacts for that, and you can choose to pull from champions or not, right? Basically take Hell Hades Artifact Optimizer and put that in game. I think it's kind of crazy that content creators have to go out of their way to create features like this, and then they're not recognized or implemented by the actual company, right? You have somebody who's not even affiliated with the company who's coming up with a lot of better ideas than the company themselves is. So it kind of looks bad for them. I think they should definitely implement something like that. We're going to go ahead, move on to my 3rd implementation. We are going 5 to 1, by the way, so this is halfway. This is going to be PvP challenges versus clanmates. So if any of you have ever played Clash of Clans, you can actually send out challenges to your clan, which will allow people to attack your base. It doesn't affect resources or trophies or anything like that. Basically, you're just testing your defense against different attack strategies, which would be phenomenal in Raid. The reason being is you could test out offenses or defenses without worrying about losing arena challenge medals, or sorry, arena medals or arena tokens, right? So those are 2 very scarce commodities in the game for most people right now. So if you had an option to test out different offenses and stuff, that would work so well, especially when you're pairing it against the clanmate's defense. It's allowing you to test defenses as well, right, without losing ranking points. It's allowing you to basically just have a little bit of fun and a lot more interaction between clanmates as well, because right now there's not really anything you can do with your clanmates, right? Like, sure, you can attack the clan boss, but that's not something you do with somebody, it's just something you do. clan versus clan tournaments, there's no direct interaction. It's just, you know, you get points. Whereas, you know, something like I mentioned, having those attacks or defense challenges would definitely bring that interaction between clanmates, and it would be lovely to see. Right, because then you kind of get a grasp of where you are versus your clanmates as well. You'll be able to share strategies, find new strategies, do a lot of testing if you'd like to. Obviously, it wouldn't affect your arena points or anything like that, but what they could do is just have a counter saying, hey, I've won 340 defenses against my clanmates and I've won 120 offense, right? So that would be really cool. I really hope they add something like that. It would do wonders for this game, and it really brings that player-to-player interaction, because there's player versus player in the way of the arena, but again, you're just attacking a stagnant team. There's no live action or anything like that, right? So having that player-to-player connection would be amazing, especially in your clan. Number 2 is going to be a big one. This is reasons to play Tag Team Arena. As it stands, there is not a single reason to grind Tag Team Arena unless you're already in the silver or gold tier. Especially as a bronze player, when they had the Drexthar Blood Twin, which I actually have here as you can see, when they had his fragments in there, that was phenomenal. He's an amazing champion. He's endgame viable. It was absolutely amazing that they had somebody like that there. What they need to do is they need to keep on putting in fragments for different champions there, right? So that there's actually a reason to farm it. Because right now I'm in bronze tier, even though I'm gold 4 in regular arena, right? Because I don't have 3 teams built. What they need to do is they need to get more fragments in there, or profile pictures, or, you know, something that's useful, because the only thing I really get right now is either going to be energy or ancient shards, both of which are very easily attainable for 99 cents from the shop, right? And then energy you can easily buy as well for 40 gems if you'd like to. So there's not really a reason anymore to actually farm out your Tag Team Arena battles, whereas when Drex was in there, I was actually farming every single one of my tokens every day just to get the points for it. So if they added even epics into the Tag Team Arena and make it so that that's the only way you can get them, right? So many people are going to farm that. It's going to make your Tag Team Arena way more interesting, right? Or even just make your progression a little bit better, right? Like, give people better rewards for farming out those Tag Team Arena points, right? They already have some avatars in there and stuff, right? But most people don't really care about those. They're not the best anyways. So having something like that is really going to go a long way for this game and add a lot of replayability if people are constantly attaining some sort of a goal, right? Because I got to a point before the arena fixes where I was stuck on the Arbiter missions, and there wasn't really anything else that appealed to me at the time. So I kind of plateaued, and it was very hard to keep playing the game because, you know, there just wasn't much to do. Everything was very repetitive, whereas if I was able to farm out Tag Team Arena, it would have been a lot more fun, and it would have been a lot more enjoyable to play at the time, right? So I definitely hope they add something like that. Again, these are just kind of my thoughts, right? Quickly jotted them down, thought I'd make a video about it, but I'm sure a lot of people would agree with me on that too. Make sure to leave a comment if you agree, right? Let me know what your thoughts are. Number 1 is going to be a big one. This is going to be targeted summons for new champions or factions. So let me explain what I mean by that. I've been playing a lot of Summoner's War or Summoner's War Lost Centuria recently, and how they do it is when they add a new hero, they actually give you a separate summoning section which has boosted summons for that particular hero or heroes, right? So I don't know what the number is. It doesn't say, but it's like, say, a 10 times event, right? So they add a new champion to the game, and you get an increased chance to get it. You're still doing your regular pulls, which are books in that game, or scrolls, depending on which one you're playing. You still use all your regular scrolls, so in this game, it would be shards, right? You're still using all your regular shards, but you have an increased chance of getting those new heroes. The reason that would be great is because, for example, a lot of Shadowkin champions I don't have yet. We're up over, what, like 500 champions in game right now, and they're still adding a ton. So when I do polls and stuff like that, hey, I want to check out the new faction. I want to check out some of those new champions, right? But, and especially being a content creator, I don't want to have to spend $2,000 just to get, you know, a random champion that I wanted to look at. So, like, for example, I really want Sachi from the Shadowkin recently. And I just got her a couple days ago after this long, right? And after probably over 100 chart pulls, honestly. So, you know, maybe it's just super unfortunate, whatever. But if we have over 500 champions in game, there has to be targeted summons like that. And it has to be way more than a 10 times chance as well, right? It has to be like a 20 or a 30 times. Because when there's 500 champions in game, your chance of pulling a champion from the new faction are exceptionally low, right? And even when you have the 10 times, right? I've pulled so many shards where it's either an epic or a legendary that aren't even on the 10 times, and I still get them, which half the time I'm not complaining because they're new or good. But 10 times just doesn't really give us enough of a break to get these champions, right? It's great that they do that, but it's not enough. So there needs to be targeted summons for new factions, especially when they're introduced, right? So say for 2 weeks after a faction or a new set of champions is introduced, give us the option to have boosted summons, right? So it wouldn't be every shard, but you could actually pull separately if you wanted to boost the chance to get those new champions. That way, if people already have them, they don't have to worry about getting duplicates. Or if people don't have them, they can go ahead and they can pull them. So envision that you'd have a separate section for your ancient shards, which is still ancient shards. So say you have your ancient shards here, and then ancient shards boosted summons for new faction, new champions, or then you'd have void boosted, sacred boosted, right? So you know what I mean. It would be an amazing addition, especially because if you think about those content creators like me who want to get out, make the review, all that good stuff, it's going to make our life infinitely easier. Obviously, it will stop people from spending a little bit, but still, like I said, my point stands. Your whales are still going to continue to spend. You need to start focusing on your players who play day to day and don't spend a ton, because if you don't have those people playing, your whales aren't going to stay either, right? So, quality of life stuff like that. Make sure to get into the comments section. Make sure to let me know what you guys think. I reply to almost every comment, so feel free to put anything in there you want, as long as it's at least sort of positive, right? I usually kind of get rid of the negative comments because there's enough negativity in the world. I don't need even more in my comment section. So that being said, I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.